show them the love like we know we can do.
Let's do this, Robbie, boys.
So let's warm it up.
That was the best Jared Jensen entrance of all time.
Also, we're singing at the same time.
Then it was like a collision course. Well, you know what? I'm going to make this official. Pittsburgh, Jensen Ackles, and Jared Cadillac. So, boys, big meeting. Yeah. New town. Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Like, this is like you light everybody in this joint. This is just it's larger. It's almost as big as your trailer. Who's first time? Welcome to the family. Sorry it's been so long.
I can see it. Do I sit there?
We love you!
You guys are slowly creeping up, so I'll just Richard's face, drop it. Thank you guys.
You want to go back there?
Whoa, whoa. Good taste. Right there. Where's that? See, I think it's no way too. However, I was here when the Rams won the cup, and I was like, I understand the logic. Come back to work. This is all my actual wrong.
All that's wrong. Here's my life is the same hiatus I've ever been.
Yes.
I had an injury yet, and I got a July away, and it went first game October away.
I didn't even look at the number. I think you put that wrong. I didn't know your wife would have right. What's that? That's right. We don't have nice things at all. That's right. I feel like I'm sitting very close to you.
Sorry. So
Proud of me.
Thank you for coming to Pittsburgh!
11 years. So when I'm here and I'm not, when the kids want to come, had a great time. We're sitting, glad to be back.
Are you looking for my income?
No, Mr. Thomas, I'm not.
Is there an exchange rate or something?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, no, before Brexit. So
I'll say happy 200th anniversary. Jared will say happy 190th anniversary.
I said 200. I heard the fireworks last night.
So, yeah.
Y'all are our, sorry, something very loud. Y'all are our final stop before season 12. So our first opening is Tuesday. So tomorrow this comes off.
New York says it's just shake head.
But interestingly, for Jensen, this comes off and this comes off. There's nowhere I'd rather be than here with you guys. Love you back. We get up here and chat too much sometimes, so we're going to start getting to questions so that people who are listening up can ask the questions. Are we live on both sides? I see huge lights. Both sides? All right. Let's go over here. I imagine there's a human being over there. Oh, look at that. Duh. That's perfect.
So my question is actually for both of you. I actually just started running this year, and so I run my first 5K next week. And I'm looking for songs for my run playlist. What do you guys listen to when you work out?
Ooh, so she's, for those of you who she is a newfound runner, looking for a new running song for her playlist. The most recent running song that I added to my playlist was a song that my sons learned in camp, and they like to sing and clap along, and it's called Clap Hands by Fits in the Tantrums, or Hand Clap or something. I can make your hands clap. It's kind of peppy. So Fits in the Tantrums, the clap. Fits in the Tantrums, hands clap.
If you're happy, you know what, clap your hands. Are you gonna pull it up? Shh. I listen to I'm a subscriber to the old Apple Music, and I basically just go with like either random lists, and they kind of compile their own like workout lists. That's fun, and if I get tired of something, I'll just switch to a different one. But it's mainly arm stretching. And like a little per back grab, but you know, that's just if I'm really needing to get like that extra push. So yeah, those two I would highly recommend. They have good clapping songs too.
They also have a clap. Thank you very much.
You're gonna burn the calories too. Hi.
By the way, Jerry Jensen's my favorite, I'm sorry.
He's my favorite too.
You're wrong tonight, I hear. My question for both of you is, what is on your bucket list? Like when you're done, ready to retire?
Jensen, I think she said you're her favorite.
Bucket list for like
Before you kick the bucket.
before I die. Before the show, it's like, are you talking about like me personally, or what about the show?
After the show ends and before you die.
Before I have the show, after all, yes, okay.
It's a bucket list.
I don't know if there's like a show's bucket list, like what your whole team does, but what kind of bucket, like, what do I want to do?
She must know your list of favorite buckets.
Okay, before you die.
Rubbermaid makes me a bucket. Solid Tupperware. Really good stainless steel. They generally hold pretty well. Jim?
So, on my bucket list is to serve Jensen as your favorite.
There are things that I would like to do that I think I probably won't do. Like throw on one of those squirrel suits.
There's a squirrel suit here. Where is it?
What?
Where's the squirrel suit?
We're at conventions last week. Jensen's like, I didn't need a fur. Yeah, I had a face jump.
They got the photo. They're like, all right, we're good. We're going to the game. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do, I've done a lot of traveling, but I'd like to do more traveling that is involved with work. That's certainly one thing.
Yeah, I think kind of on the same vein as squirrel suit. I've got a moose suit. And I just gallop through the woods running the trees. I'd like to skydive. I've never skydiving. I've never been skydiving. Skydiving. I've never skydived. There are a lot of things. So for our honeymoon, after meeting in 08 during the filming of My Bloody Mountain, we hiked Machu Picchu, and I really enjoyed it. And we almost went hiking in Kilimanjaro, but my wife got pregnant.
That's your fault.
There's like a lot of groans in the audience. So I thought I'd hike Kilimanjaro and hopefully make it to Everest Base Camp. There's an outdoorsy excursion.
Thank you.
Hi guys. you guys are some of the only people that I can actually watch eat on TV because you guys just do it adorably.
Because of what?
You guys eat adorably. And so I was wondering, has there ever been any times like you guys have like a mouthful of food and just something happened where you either like laughed and spit it out or choked on it or something like that?
Yeah. Did you see the season? It was in season 10 or season 9 Gabrielle, where we put water in our mouth? So, one of the Gabrielles, one of our actresses was doing a scene, and she started talking, and a big gob of spittle came out. And so she drooled.
She was in a scene with Sam and Dave.
So it wasn't her fault. So before the next, when they came around to our coverage, we both put water in our mouth, and then when they called action, we just sat there, and finally when it was our turn to talk, we just went, whoa. But that was on purpose. Oh yeah. There are plenty of times I've shot water through my nose because I was laughing at something.
There's a scene in Brianna's first episode where Dean finds the powdered donuts. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain. In the police office there, and so I could tell that Brianna had
You just did Christopher Walken. You were like, I could tell.
She had a knack for comedy, and so I thought, all right, well, she's probably tough to break as far as like breaking character, and she is. She's very tough. She pulled together pretty well. And I just thought, well, if I get enough of this donut in my mouth to where when I speak, it's just a plume of powdered sugar, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna break it. And it took a lot more donut than I anticipated. To where by like the third take, I was just putting the entire donut into my mouth. And mind you, this is like the third take, and what happens when you put that much sugar in your mouth, your mouth starts to like swell. And my tongue like was big, but I got it. It's too much. Yeah, she just stopped. She's like, it's too much. It's too much. I can't work like this. I was very proud of her. And then I probably threw up with the bucket.
Thank you very much.
Spit bucket. That's my favorite bucket.
Hello, my name is Abby, and my question is, at the end of the 11th season, Dean sees Mary, and the last time we saw Mary as Mary was back in season 1 when she was haunting Sam and Dean's house. So I was wondering what the two of you would like to see in Mary's relationship with Sam and Dean, as adults rather than children.
That's funny. We had a meeting with Andrew Gabb, our new showrunner, and Bob Singer, and we talked about the same thing. And I think what they said is last year, season 11, was so big. You know, we had God, we had Lucifer, we had the darkness, who becomes Mara, God's sister. And so, one of the things that we've noticed that fans really like is the relationship between Sam and Dean, and when they're on the same side. At least in the beginning, I think this year we're going to explore a lot of what makes the boys tick. You know, it's funny. You see people from your past and you're like, oh my gosh, seeing you, I remember where I was in my life when that happened, and I've grown a lot, this might explain a lot. So we're going to kind of get to more, I don't want to say emotional, but more getting into the minds of the boys. Because you finally see them with their parents, you know? So I think we'll learn a lot about who Sam and Eve are, and who Sam and Eve thought they wanted to be. Maybe more Dean than Sam, because Sam didn't know as well. I think it's been cool. And Samantha Smith's amazing, so.
Yeah, ditto.
Thank you.
Thanks, Terry.
Hi, my name's Callie.
That's pretty cool. That's my favorite terrible towel I've ever seen.
That's not so terrible.
My question is for both of you, what were some of your favorite episodes that you've filmed so far?
Favorite episode so far?
To film or to watch?
To act in.
I would say, as of most recent, it was Baby. For a few reasons. One is that we've never shot a show like that before, and then, you know, over 200 episodes to find something, a new way of doing what we've been doing for so long, and do it, in my opinion, very well. And I think that show was a success. I was super proud of that. It was.
You were super You said you were super proud. Were you also naturally proud?
Naturally, I was proud. Naturally, I was super proud. I was super naturally proud. That was, yeah, it was a really fun script. Rob did a great job writing it. I think that, you know, the guest cast that we had did a great job. The fact that our crew, our camera technicians especially, to get thrown that massive curveball in season 11 and still knock it out of the park, I thought was just really great. And it was super cool for he and I to like sit in the car out on the road with no crew around us at all. We were having to like turn the cameras on and mark it with the slate and do all that stuff, and then we would just cruise on down the road and he and I do a scene together with nobody around us and actually driving a car. That was just an experience that we haven't really done much of, and that was really cool. So that was certainly, I mean, there's other episodes that really kind of are highlights in my head, but that one certainly most recently.
Yeah, I agree totally. I remember being so nervous during the filming of The French Mistake. It turned out funny, it makes me laugh, but I've never filmed a sitcom, but a sitcom you have an audience, they'll laugh and it's funny. So when you're doing a show like ours that's an hour long and it's supposed to be funny, but no one's laughing because you're not allowed to laugh, if they're making noise, you have to go again. You're like, you do something, you're like, oh, that sucks because no one's laughing. And so you're just like, well, God, am I ruining this? Am I not being funny? It turned out really funny. And then I really liked this stuff. I really liked playing Soul with Sam. It was a fun sort of departure. And there's so many in between. I liked some of the stuff with that Ruby chick. What was your favorite?
Fan fiction and
Fan fiction?
Mistake.
She said, awesome, 2 grades. Thank you so much. Oh, 200, of course. Yeah.
You're asking me for?
You're right there.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You're closest.
It's one giant episode that's lasted for 11 years. Hi, 12, sorry, we're fighting. Usually that's about the time that one of the crew members goes, I hate it when they fight.
Hi, my name's Maggie, and I'm kind of sorry for what I'm going to ask you, but not really.
We can't hear you. Is you guys not having that problem?
Can y'all hear me well?
Yeah, because all the sounds are that way. And so we're getting the bounce off of that wall.
I'm
These monitors on? Say something again.
My name's Maggie. I'm awkward.
You're awkward?
Did you say popcorn?
I was wondering if you guys could choose a stripper name, what would it be?
I have one more problem. The old stripper name question.
Do you have an idea?
What?
Share.
Yours is going to be Cher? Mine was going to be... Everything's been in Texas. I'm realizing in hindsight that she's trying to show us your moves. I thought she yelled, show us your moves.
Those are fine too.
Apparently everything isn't bigger in Texas.
What just happened?
What would yours be? What would yours be?
Oh God. Well, you can do the name of your first pet and the street you grew up on, and mine is Puts.
That's even better than I was thinking.
Oh, you want to go with that old formula? Well, in that case, not a word of a lie. Mine would be Pudgy Midway.
Okay. Mine would be Bootsy Larkman.
Thanks for that.
My name's Taylor. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. And my question is, what is your favorite audition story?
Audition story? Here's a great audition story. For all of you actors, thespians out there, and non-thespians alike.
Here's just a story for you.
And some popcorn. I had an audition. I was doing Gilmore Girls. I was probably the original dean. And I was auditioning for, I don't remember which one it was, but it was a Mandy Moore movie. And nothing against Mandy Moore. And I want to say it was at Universal City. I don't know if you know the same thing. And during the audition, so first off, the casting director was, 10, 15 minutes late. Didn't kind of say like, hey, sorry, I was low. I was walking. She's like, okay, Jared? He's like, yeah, Paddle Actor, yeah. And I go in, and she proceeds to, what's that? Oh, nice. So she proceeds to eat. So she has her sides, and I'm like, Jennifer, like, you can't eat me because I love you so much, or whatever lines were. I'm sure it was real.
That's some of the funniest ones.
I've been practicing this summer. And so it's some like cheesy love scene, or whatever, romantic scene. And she's eating while reading her lines. And she's like, oh, Jonathan, well, I really have to go. And I was like, no. And she's eating, and a phone rings in the room. In the room that we're auditioning, the phone rings. And I sort of stop the audition and go like, I'm kind of looking for her to the phone, like, are you going to answer that or something? And she goes like this. She stands up, she goes, yeah, go on. And goes and answers the phone and is like, hey, I'm like, no, Jonathan, don't leave me. I'm in an audition right now. I feel the silence calling. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, okay, I'll call you right back. And then continues her lines, and I'm like, this is the weirdest things that are happening to me. Scene finishes, and I was like, do you want to do it again because the phone's up? And she's like, no, that was great. Nice to meet you. I was like, I wish I could say the same. Needless to say, I did not get the role. Jensen.
I had an audition for a very, very big movie.
Gilmore Girls?
And it's one of the biggest casting directors in Hollywood. So I wanted to, And so I wanted to really, really nail it. And I studied the material, and I had it backwards and forwards, and I knew what I wanted to do. And I was like, I can totally do this. I just gotta nail it. So I really worked hard. I was all ready to go. Went to the casting office, was waiting there, was getting myself pumped up, was seeing a lot of familiar faces of people that had a lot more experience than I did. Didn't let it bother me. I was just like, nope, I got this. Finally, they called me in. I walked in, big, giant office, and there she sat behind her desk. She kind of quickly looked up from her glasses, gave me literally an up and a down, and it goes, have a seat. I was like, yes, ma'am. So I sat down. I was like, nail this. I got this. Ready to go. Here we go. And she goes, so, puts her glasses down, puts the script down, and she goes, what are your thoughts on the AIDS epidemic in Africa? Huh? Is it other new? Is it new CC? She's like, no, I'm asking you. I was like, it's awful. She's like, okay, whenever you're ready. And I was like, what? I didn't get that role. So I guess the moral of the story is be prepared for everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have an audition with the same lady. My audition is short story. My audition is say 1 p.m. and they cattywampus something out. Noon, 12:30, 1, 1:30, 2, 2:30. I got there at 1. People were there whose auditions were at 11 a.m. She hadn't showed up yet. And at 2 or 2:30, they're now it's like the 11 o'clock guy, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1, 1:30. Finally, 2 o'clock, the assistant comes out and goes, hey, it's not going to make it today. I was like, what? Yeah, she's a real freak.
Or where they send you like 15 pages of dialogue that's like broken up into 3 different scenes, and you just study your butt off and memorize everything, because a lot of times casting directors don't want to see somebody walk in and have that buried in a page. So you try to memorize as good as you can, and you get there and you've got like all 15 pages memorized. God, you stayed up all night doing it, and they're like, we're just going to do the first scene. It's like, no. Sorry. I spent my time memorizing this crap that you call a script. You're going to sit there and listen to me say it to you. I've never said that.
I was going to say, it doesn't turn out as well as y'all would think when you say that. Hi,
I'm Kelly. My question is, this year with Misha playing Lucifer instead of Castiel, how did that change things for you guys?
I never knew that.
It was really shocking, actually, to see him do something.
That wasn't just Misha.
Right, and weird.
Misha, I said Misha.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, it was awesome. I've been in those same shoes to a degree, and and I think I told the story the first time. There was a scene where Cassifer, as we called him, that's what was written in the script. It's a Cassifer, C-A-S-S-I-F-E-R. And there's the scene where Cassifer is trying to figure out how to get Dean back from the submarine, and he realizes he doesn't need to. And Sam realizes that Cassifer is actually Lucifer and cast his body. That was my first scene with Misha as Castiel as Lucifer. And we shot that scene, and I didn't once mess with him. The whole entire shooting of that scene, I didn't mess with him. And at the end of the day, I was like, great job, man. And he was like, really? Because you're kind of throwing me off because you weren't fucking with me.
Brianna's been here.
Because you weren't picking on me, I thought maybe I was messing up or something. And I was like, no, I wasn't picking on you because you were really doing a really good job. So, and I was like, you didn't want to mess it up. And he's like, but you pick on me every single other day I've been here. What are you trying to tell me? I said, I gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, not envy his position this past season. Trying to do anything after someone like Mark Pellegrino plays a role that kind of sets that tone is never something I would want to be a part of. So the fact that he was even willing and capable of doing so is, I think, speaks volumes to his talent. I'll never tell him that.
And y'all better not either.
But Jared and I were both we were both impressed and proud. So.
Thank you.
Is there anything in these 11 years that Sam and Dean have done that you don't think rings true to the character? And what have you done in those situations?
Just, I call the writers and say like, okay, so her name is Amelia, okay, and Sam is looking for his brother, why? We got through it.
It was because he hit a dog.
You know what, that was kind of, I was just being cheeky, but there are times when my vision of Sam isn't necessarily what the writer's vision is. And I try to think of it at this point like this. There are situations that Jared is going to be in that, you know, if you ask me right now, hey, do you ever think you'll encounter blah, blah, blah? Or be in a situation where you have to make blah, blah, blah choice. Or where you do something and you make a mistake. Or you do something and you make several mistakes. I'd be like, no, why would I do that? And then you end up in that position, you're like, oh my God. Okay, I didn't see this coming. How do I move on? How do I get to the next step? And so that's one of the really nerve-wracking things about acting. You don't guide the story. One of the really cool, you just have to, you know, trust who you're with. I'm convinced that I can be honest to Sam no matter the situation. So when something happens and I don't necessarily love it, I just try to think of, you know what, Sam doesn't probably love it either. So make sure Sam shows that or feels that or, you know, act that. So I just try to make sure that no matter the situation, and it happens often where I'm like, oh man, I wouldn't want to do this, but all right, Sam's going to make a decision that is not textbook Sam, but it's still a facet of his personality, and kind of go from there. Because humans, we as humans end up in that position. You're like, I never thought, well, here I am. Okay, what do I do? And so I try to kind of like weave that into the fabric of Sam.
There's really never been anything because the writers won't do that. they hold him in too high of a regard to really ever.
Why don't we have like a hammer? Why don't we use a knife or something?
For those of you who don't know the Hammer story, look it up. Yeah, very similar to Jared. We actually, he and I had to sit down and like, I'll give you a little anecdote here. There are many times when lines themselves just don't sound like something that the character would say. And we have many times just been like, that's the Sam line. And he's like, all right, I'll take it. Over to me, that's a Dean line. I'm like, I got it. And we'll just flip lines. There was one scene, like almost the entire scene.
Yes!
Where I'm not kidding, an entire scene between Sam and Dean, where we just simply said, it's as though they got the names on the script wrong. And we didn't ask for permission. Because still giving the audience all the same information that the scene was written for. We flipped every line, like literally we just scratched out Sam, put Dean, scratched out Dean, put Sam, for the entire scene.
That is
and it actually read so much better.
That is an absolutely true story.
Yeah.
It was one of the later ones. It was one of the later ones in 11.
Yeah, it was recent.
With Cass or with Rob or something.
Yeah, and it was, I just remember, as we just kept reading, it was like, this is,
yeah.
What if we just flipped every line?
Yeah.
And we read it that way, we're like, yep, done.
And it was almost comical. It was like, I think so. Possibly. It was in the middle of it.
What happened?
I forget, but I think like the lines were so obviously the other person's lines. Like Dean had a line that was like, do you like my long hair? And Sam had a line that was like, Sam had a line that was like, shut up, little brother. It was almost like they're playing a trick on us. Like, haha, where's Ashley? We're getting punked. It's a weird, like...
Nobody remembers that show. Yeah, so there you go.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi. So we wanted to know if you could change one thing about any season, what would it be, and how do you think it would affect current seasons?
First things first, I want to know who we is, because I only see one person.
We is my friend in the audience.
Where's friend in the audience?
My friend in the audience.
Thank you for the question. You get to sit down and go nice and cozy. You send your friend over to stand up. You're like Dean. I'm just gonna, Sammy, you take this.
would. Yeah.
Charlie, Jimbo, Jim Beef.
I would.
Yes.
I think those would really change like the current seasons. You know, it wouldn't change the storyline. Like pivotal moment. Charlie, well, no, she'd just be part of the team still.
This could
Well, I think one particular is not killing pain, which technically we didn't see. So that actually has potential to be true. But no, not spoiler alert, because I'm making this up. I don't write the show. If I did write the show, Tim would be back, and
he doesn't write the show,
would be back. Yeah, I haven't read a script in 5 years. I just show up and have people say my lines to me off camera, and then I just quickly repeat them. Sam, we gotta go to the store. We gotta go to the store. I'm driving. Where's the milk? Yeah, there's a few. It really, I think a lot of times, you know, I think of like who would we like to have back as part of the team. And there are those, you know, like Bobby or Charlie or Benny.
Ruby.
So anyway, yes, thank you. Kevin.
Thank you. And thank you too, friend.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm Cass, and first of all, I want to say I'm sorry for screaming Crowry. And I just wanted to ask if you guys had like an embarrassing or really funny story about when your kids were together or separate if you don't have one.
Yeah, where do we start?
I have a very sweet story. So our kids go to the same preschool. And Tom is a year older than JJ. So I guess there was some time where the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds, or 3 and 4, however old they were at the time, they were all playing in the playground at the same time. Like classes go, it's like, hey, this class and this class goes to the playground. They come in these 2 classes. And Jay Bird's class and Tom's class ended up in the playground at the same time. And Tom and JJ are friends. And so JJ started to like play with Tom as opposed to in her class. And I think one of the guys, one of the kids in Tom's class was like, you can't play with us, you're little. And so she got really sad and started crying and walked away. And so Tom just went and played with her and left his class.
I've now taught her to just throw a left hook.
Sure you knew how.
It's not a story, but yesterday, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago, I was driving, I was taking JJ to gymnastics class. And it's Friday. And she asked if Tom and Shep were going to be there. I'm like, no, honey, this is gymnastics class. I'm not going to school. And I'm like, do you miss Tom and Shep? She's like, yeah, and Quiet, who another one of our friends has a little boy named Wyatt, and she calls him Quiet. And I'm like, do you like Tom and Sheppy and Quiet? And she's like, yeah, they're my boys.
The proper response when your child says they miss Quiet is to go, I miss Quiet too. But then you came around, and your little friend, it's just noise.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi there.
I I was wondering what was the scene you felt most emotionally connected with your character in?
For me, it's really easy. It's sacrifice. That's season 8 finale.
Yes. You remember.
What's salvation? Was salvation episode or making stuff up?
Yeah.
First season.
Oh, just connected to.
Yellow Fever.
There was an emotional commitment.
That is my
There was
favorite.
an emotional commitment.
That is my favorite supernatural tattoo I've ever seen.
Is my face doing the scary cat? It's a good one.
So it's scary.
There was, I wasn't necessarily personally drawing from any of my personal experiences, but the scene with when Dean was talking to Chuck for the first time, that took on a whole different tone from the way it was originally written, and there was something about talking to him instead of like somebody who, as like another hunter or somebody that he's angry with for having not been around when people needed him or whatnot. And it was more about a son who was talking to a father who abandoned him. And when I looked at it like that, it just hit a chord within me and really struck me and got me emotional. And I think Rob could probably attest to this, that even when the cameras weren't on me, there was still emotion just pouring out that I couldn't stop, because there was something about that scene and about what the subject matter was that just really, because I think about myself, and my father is an amazing father, and he's lucky he's able to have it. But I guess I think about those that maybe don't have that, and I think about if something were ever happened to me, that I couldn't be that for my daughter. And so I think a multitude of those things kind of really connected me emotionally to that particular scene. So yeah, sometimes it happens, you don't even think it's going to happen, and then boom, emotion. Thanks.
Hi. So Jensen, a while back at a convention, Catherine mentioned that she showed you what memes are, and she said that she showed you how to make them. And I have a friend who really wants to know how you make them.
She showed us both. We still don't understand.
I have no idea.
I sent a meme out today on the tour.
But there's like a buddy of mine who showed me that there's apps that you can work, because like I have some friends who I'll send a text message or something, and it's like, boom, immediately there's a meme with like the perfect comeback and like the perfect saying or the whatever. How do you just have that? Where do you get this? There's an app for it. Of course there is. So, yes, Catherine showed Jared and I a few things with technology and social media and our smartphones. None of it sank in.
None of it's stuck.
I'm not even sure I know that I'm pronouncing meme right.
That's right.
I called it a meme earlier.
Why is it called a meme? Huh?
Because of English? Why is it called meme? Because English.
The second E is silent.
Oh, because it's, okay.
So it's man.
Because English, dork.
You mean because English is messed up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's not like a root or something?
So, he's going to try to break it down to Latin.
There's a joke in there somewhere. I can't figure out what it is. But somebody busted out laughing.
Somebody has a joke. Yes, so I wish Jared and I are not as savvy as I think we would like. I don't even need to be. You know what? I'm fine. I don't even know what a meme is. I don't even know how to make one. I'll write letters and send it snail mail. How about that? I'll draw a little cartoon on it, and that is my emoji.
I will say this, I'll see pictures sometimes that I guess are memes or are gonna become memes, and I'll be like, it would be funny if it said this, and I'm sure there's an app for it, but then I'll see what somebody else wrote as the caption, and I'm like, yeah, they're funnier. It's a good thing I don't know what meme because it's not upstate. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please welcome one of our own, Miss Madison. No pressure. There are a couple thousand people watching you, so don't mess up, no pressure.
I was wondering if there will ever be the possibility of Sam and Dean doing a case in West Virginia.
I've never done one in West Virginia. Maybe they should. Maybe you're in school over there.
Have we ever done one in East Virginia?
No!
A lot of people don't know where we're at anyway.
West Virginia?
We don't even know where it's at.
Hey, Jared.
Come on, don't do it.
I don't know what you're going to do, but do it. Please do it. Please do it. I don't know what to do. Please do it.
I think J2 is the capital of West Virginia.
That's what you're going to say?
Yeah, that's what he's going to say. He's calling out. Is anybody here? No, Matt. Is anybody here?
Does anybody on stage know the capital of West Virginia?
Give me 1 second.
You just whispered shit. Louisiana?
Not winning. Not winning. It is, Charleston? Ash?
No!
Charleston!
Hometown man right here, just nails it.
Madison, I guess this is our answer. If you and the rest of our family here in the audience continue to support the show the way y'all have, and we do another 241 episodes, I'm sure we'll get to West Virginia at some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us today on this beautiful Sunday. We love hanging out with y'all. We love hanging out with these guys. Thank you so much for making this possible for all of us. It is a great pleasure to be here with you today. And I think, just maybe, be back here next year.
If y'all want. In the meantime, there's the scroll suit. There's the scroll suit, bucket list. Come on!
Sometimes I wish I watched more of your panel. I have no idea what.
You know what this is? Well, take a good look, because you're in the next convention.
Oh! You know what? That actually be more comfortable than I'm currently wearing at karaoke.
The likeness is uncanny. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen.
Move some swirl, move some swirl.
That's awesome. Well done.
Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with my fondest pleasure that I give you Jensen Ackles and Mr. Terry.
Ladies and gentlemen, and one more thing. Somebody didn't learn from Mark Shepard and Jensen Ackles and Richard Spade and Rob Benedict. Never give me your phone. I just stole somebody's phone. I don't know who it was, but this time I legitimately thought it was my phone. So I think it might have been Squirrel, it might have been Moose.
Please tell me you didn't do the unholy things to their phone that you've done.
It's locked.
I call BS.
Yes, is it yours?
Check everything. Check your email, signature, check your Twitter. Okay, you're fine.
I love y'all. Be nice to them. I'll see some of y'all soon.
Ruined lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that, huh? Jared and Jensen, was it awesome? You got autographs, you got all kinds of crap coming up on our rock show.
Yes, I will look for it. I'll see if I can get it, because I got to get 2 pictures.
Move back a little bit, everybody. Hang in there.